Going live. Come on, YouTube, you can do it. There we go, I am live. Who is here? Oh, 12 viewers. That's pretty good for, yes, YouTube, I know I can insert ads. I'll probably do that whenever I step away from the computer. 14 viewers, that's pretty good for the very beginning. Usually there's like 2 people waiting for me to show up. Ah, Special Iron. Time to raise some hell with Dina. Also, I'm in the unusual position of being able to say good afternoon. Oh yeah! It's usually much later for you. Well, technically it's later for everybody, but yeah. Oh, hi, Red Rally. Heard there'll be pinheads here, yup. Let me see if I'm... Yeah, I think my... There's a little too much, like... I probably shouldn't have opened my blinds. Let me go ahead and close those really quick. Hopefully that'll help. Oof. You had to see my whole body. Sorry about that. Oh, wow, it's like dark now. Maybe it's too dark. I don't know. No, I guess it's okay. We're watching Hellraiser. Does it look better on this? It looks better on this monitor. My left monitor is darker than my right monitor. And sorry you can't see as much of the chat as usual. I had to, like, rework my whole... I don't know, I had to move shit around, whatever. Actually, I'm going to have to keep chat over on the left here, so yeah, unfortunately, I'm still facing away from the main part of the screen sometimes. Oh, thank you, Special Iron. D-Nation, I almost forgot about that. Where was I on the chat before I got sidetracked? How do you do, fellow kids? Hi, Sod. Hi, Red Herring Gemini. Oh, there's already people here I don't recognize from previous streams, so that's cool. It's 1 a.m. for you, Sod. Wow. Yeah, unfortunately, I just can't please everybody when it comes to the time. Body, I have one of those. Hi, Isaiah. Plenty of suffering and flesh in this stream. Oh, yeah. Hi, Ronan Ryder. Hi, Red Spade. I'm seeing a combination of, like, regulars, people I haven't seen in a while, and people I don't recall seeing before, so that's really cool. Can't wait for the and parts. 5 a.m., wow. I'm not sure if you're up early or late. Depends, I guess. At work for overtime, but I am still technically here and ready to roll. Yeah, I could theoretically watch streams while I work. Oh, thank you, Red Spade. Where was I? Okay, I guess I'll get started on this pretty soon. Seems like there's already plenty of people, so I'll get started soon. I just want to get caught up on the chat. Okay, be patient, old Fiero. I'll play it in a second. Hellraiser. Hi, Scott. It's actually evening here. I was more referring to it's just gone noon where you are. Oh, right. Duh. Thank you, Deb. Oh. Oh, that was Red Spade's thing, which I already saw. It took a second to show up on the screen. Waving high like Film Brain? Did you hear that David Warner died? I believe I did. I forget who he is, though. Alright, so let me know how the volume is. Oh yeah, I didn't explain why I had to rearrange things. Basically, I'm trying to make it so that these streams don't get, you know, snagged by the copyright thing. So, yeah, I made it a little smaller on the screen than usual, so hopefully it looks okay. And yeah, let me know if the volume is good. It should be. I tested it, but different videos might be at different volumes too, so okay. Still on that news of the Doctor Who companion that also passed away, so played. I don't really watch Doctor Who, but 21 people currently watching. That's not bad. Catching up with the chat may be a bit of a challenge, yeah. Volume is alphanumeric. Such sights to show us. Okay. Oh, you dig the setup? Thank you. Okay. Here we go. A little loud on my end.
Hey, this is Dina. Welcome to the den.
Thank you, Deb.
I am not above eating my words when necessary. A few years ago, I made a very bold statement, and I'm afraid I'm gonna have to admit that I...
Sorry, I noticed the Christmas tree and I remembered I actually posted this during the holidays. Okay, sorry.
Wrong.
Seriously, is there any horror movie villain who is more of a badass than Freddy?
Yes, there is. I've been watching the Hellraiser movies, and Freddy, we've had some great times together, and you will always hold a special
Soul's
place in my
playing with the
heart,
box.
but my soul belongs to Pinhead now. In all seriousness, I really do think I have found a new horror icon, although I do reserve the right to change my mind again.
I am the way.
Pinhead has done the seemingly impossible and surpassed Freddy, at least in my mind.
Good.
During the slasher film craze of the 80s, when they were mixing in a lot of camp with horror, a very dark little movie called Hellraiser came out of nowhere and made a very legitimate and, at least for its time, a very effective attempt at straight dark
Christmas in
horror,
July.
undiluted with hardly any comedy or lightheartedness. Hellraiser is serious fucking business. The movie is centered on the
Pinhead
Cotton
does
family.
rule.
The first we see is Frank, who recently acquired this puzzle box. Later on in the series, you're going to learn about where it came from and who made it, but for now, all we know is that it opens a gate to some kind of hell dimension. Get out with the hooks! The Hellraiser movies are mostly pretty tame in the graphic depictions of torture department, but I kind of have a
Soul
problem
belongs
with the
to
hooks
Pinhead.
through the skin. That never fails to make me squirm. Even in
Sorry, did I even have Soul when I made this video? I'm not even sure.
the really early scenes like this, where it's clearly a sheet of latex, still gets to me. Speaking of which, here's a fun fact about me in regards to this movie. I originally discovered it around the time I was just getting into horror movies. I thought, hey, this Hellraiser movie is really popular, let's give it a shot. So I watched it with my mom, and after the scene with the hooks, then the pillars with the body parts hanging off, then the hand rummaging through the bloody bits of flesh and finally piecing together a face like a puzzle, we were totally disgusted, and we turned it off right about there. Needless to say, I am glad I watched it again a year or two later and gave it another chance.
That is a hell of a way to start a movie if you think about it. Like, that was a lot if you're not prepared. I'll get caught up on the chat really quick since I'm already paused. When Bradley was playing Pinhead in the first movie, the only note he got from Barker was "do less." Yeah, I could see that. I could see how his performance is a little restrained. Julia is a great villain, yeah. A puzzle box when the Rubik's Cube simply isn't enough.
But back to the Cottons. Frank has a brother named Larry who has a wife, Julia. Their marriage is not so great. In fact, this movie actually does a great job of showing that in lots of subtle ways. Usually in just how there are so many awkward silences, moments of tension, and shit. Sometimes they just look at each other as if they're thinking,
Hi, Michelle.
God, is this really what I'm stuck with? My favorite is this scene at a dinner party where Julia decides to turn in early and she lets both male guests kiss her on the cheek. But when she gets to Larry, she kind of goes, meh, and walks off. And Larry doesn't look surprised at all. There's also this scene.
You got any beer?
There's some in the fridge.
Oh, well. Why don't I get it? I've got nothing better to do.
To Larry's credit, he wants to make it work, but
sorry,
Julia's
anytime-
really just along for the ride.
Anytime he has a sarcastic delivery, I immediately think of Garrick. Which I'll mention later, but he was also Garrick in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Christopher. I think I already said hi to Michelle, but oh well. Hi, Red Hat Meg. I don't think I said hi to you earlier. Hellraiser is like, go bloody or go home. Yeah. I have not seen the Hellraiser documentary. I don't think I have. I don't remember if that's available in the US. It might be UK only. Wonder how long it took for Doug Bradley to get into makeup. Yeah, hours. Yeah. Originally, they didn't have the rebirth scene in the movie. Yep, I mentioned that at some point in this video. Start of the movie is basically just a New Jersey flea market. Okay.
I should point out that Larry is played by Andrew Robinson,
there
who
we
is
go.
probably best known for playing Garrick on Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
How thoughtless of me not to consider the effect the destruction of my home world would have on your business. These must be trying times for you. Be brave.
What is it about horror movie actors ending up on Star Trek shows and vice versa? He also played a rather eccentric side character in Child's Play 3, which is another
yeah.
horror series I love.
That haircut ain't regulation, soldier. When's the last time you had a trim?
That character was so weird. When you enjoy your job a
Speaking
little
of
too
Larry,
much.
he is a big dork.
The old homestead.
Make myself some coffee.
It's a great
The
idea.
old homestead.
There's the kitchen.
He is always trying to be clever and failing at it.
Does it still hurt?
What? Oh. Oh, only when I drink.
Personally, I kind of love him and I think he's adorable, but Julia doesn't.
Oh my god, he's Jerry Smith. Okay, he's not as bad as Jerry, but I never thought to make that connection before. It just hit me. Thanks, Michelle. Been watching DS9 clips through the morning. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, and Cheers. Cheers is... I assume you mean the show Cheers. Cheers is good, too.
Seem to agree. As for Julia, she suffers from bored housewife syndrome. I think she was blissfully ignorant of her own feelings until Frank showed up on her doorstep about a week before the wedding, and one thing led to another. There's definitely a stark contrast between the adorkable Larry and the ruggedly handsome hedonist Frank. Much as I hate to admit it with what a scumbag he is, Frank is pretty hot, so it's easy to see the attraction, especially from someone like Julia who feels stuck in a boring marriage. Anyway, sometime after Frank's little incident with the puzzle box, it was considerate of the Cenobites to clean up after themselves, by the way, Larry and Julia move into that same house, which was owned by Larry and Frank's parents, having not seen Frank since the wedding. As Larry is trying to get a mattress upstairs, and of course his character takes another hit as we see that he's really squeamish about blood.
Is it deep?
I don't know, I haven't looked. You know me and blood.
This video is pretty non-linear in the
You're
beginning.
not
I don't
going
normally
to
do
faint.
that.
Shit.
He loses quite a lot of it on the floor of the room where Frank died, which is also a room where Julia is spending a lot of time these days.
It's just a plastic bag that they're blowing up, but it looks pretty good.
Larry is taken to the hospital and...
Oh, this is great.
One of the most awesome sequences I had ever seen in a horror movie takes place. This scene totally blew me away. When I first saw this, I was kind of dense about the fact that this was the same room where Frank died and the blood is causing him to rematerialize. I had no idea what this thing was. It wasn't until the brain was connected to the spinal cord that I realized that it was a human.
I was like, I have
Then
no
I
idea
made the
what's going
connection.
on, but it looks
But
amazing.
this is beautifully shot. Well, as beautiful as something like this could be. It's easy to figure out how it's done. All this stuff was probably sculpted in wax and they filmed it being melted and then played it backwards at high speed, but it's still really effective. So after the dinner party of sadness, Julia goes back up to the room and this happens.
Julia?
Tell me who you are.
Frank.
Frank explains that the blood brought him back and that he needs more and he needs Julia to help him. Meanwhile, somehow I managed to get this far without mentioning that Larry has a daughter from a previous marriage, Kirsty.
Kirsty!
She doesn't like Julia very much. Anyway, Kirsty is leaving the dinner party of sadness with a guy named Steve who she's hitting it off with really well, and she discovers a vagrant watching her. Later that night, Kirsty has a weird-ass dream, which I'm sure symbolizes something, but I'm not sure what. This movie tends to allude to sex a lot, which I'll get more into later, but I just couldn't quite wrap my head around what this dream is supposed to mean other than maybe a really vague premonition.
I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Especially since she feels the need to check on her dad afterwards. The next day, it begins.
That hair.
Julia starts actively finding victims for Frank.
So 80s. Oh my god, her hair, it's so 80s.
She takes the guy home and lures him upstairs, which is painfully weird and awkward for her.
You want to be in this tweet?
Plus, she has to incapacitate him since Frank is too weak to do it. And the only available weapon is a hammer. Yeah, it's neither quick nor pretty.
Oof, yeah.
Julia isn't looking so good afterwards either. Frank, however, looks a little more developed. He's able to stand now and there's more meat on him.
Come here. Come to Daddy.
Ugh.
Ew, no thanks.
Yep.
Of course, Larry comes home and Julia has just enough time to ditch the body and hide in the bathroom. Actually, I love this line.
You want a cookie, little girl?
It's just kind of out of nowhere, and it's crazy how much it sounds like Tim Curry as Pennywise the Clown,
Don't you want a balloon?
which didn't come out until 3 years later.
I'm feeling sick.
Sick is definitely the word for you, Julia. Oh, and here's some fridge horror for you.
I'm hurting.
Yeah, he's excited about it because it means he's getting better, but he's walking around without skin, and he can feel that he's walking around without skin. Anyway, Frank needs more victims, and the Cenobites are mentioned for the
no
first
ears.
time.
Here before they start to follow.
I mean, I guess he wouldn't make sense, but...
The Cenobites. It's only a matter of time before they find I've slipped them.
Oh, he's so
We can be
gooey.
together
Ugh.
the way we were before. We belong to each other now. For better. For worse. Like love. Only real.
Don't do it. Don't do
Ew,
it.
Julia, don't. Gross. I don't want to know what that tasted like.
Ew, yeah.
Nice jump scare movie. So apparently Kirsty works at a pet store where the creepy vagrant shows up again.
Give those back.
Give those back. I don't know. That sounds funny. I don't know why.
Crickets. They aren't even sour cream and onion flavored. Take that, Brad Jones.
That was a dated reference.
Meanwhile, Julia claims a second victim for Frank. It's clearly getting easy for her, and we're watching Julia's gradual descent into madness.
Her makeup changes too. I probably mentioned that later. Yeah, now he has ears because he's more developed. Interesting.
I can taste that.
Frank is getting pretty close to being healed. At this point, he explains to Julia what happened to him.
This is it.
Let me
No,
see.
don't touch it. It's dangerous.
Let me get caught up on the chat really quick. I've been noticing. Will we get it filmed then on the Child's Play sequels? Yeah, eventually. I don't have much time to work on videos lately, but yeah, I do definitely want to cover them at some point. 6 hours in the makeup chair. Yeah, that sounds about right. Took the time to meditate, which actually helped him better get into Pinhead's, for lack of a better term, headspace. Oh god, Special Iron, you haven't seen DS9? That's probably the best Star Trek series. Frank is smoking hot. Well, he was, not so much at this point. Who has done your favorite impressions of Freddy or Pinhead? I don't know. Can't think of anybody. Whoops. That scene is masterclass, referring to when Frank reformed. Yeah, the effects do still hold up. Cenobite's cleaning service only costs your soul. Latex slime and fake blood. Can't remember if you mentioned it, but do you think it is because of Larry's blood, or would any blood revive him? Oh, good question. I never really even thought about that. I assume any blood. I think it was just blood in general. Yeah, they didn't have that scene in the film originally. I don't think they even had that scene, to be honest. I think Frank just kind of appeared. Dollar Store Joan Collins hairdo. Sorry, I haven't been around for Panzer Dragoon Saga. Had a job finally and lost it recently. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, Panzer Dragoon Saga stream ended a while back, actually. So you can just watch it whenever. I'm skipping over some of the comments because there's a lot. Life finds a way. Like something that dropped out of the Sphinx's nose. He did look kind of like mucusy. Human meat wad. Excuse me. Like love only real, and you're laughing at that. Yeah, it's kind of a silly line. It suits Frank though. Hi, Kel. Still gotta watch these movies, but they seem cool. Yeah, the first few especially. Well, first two. I like the fourth also. What does it taste like? Like chicken. I wonder if Doug Bradley ever walked into a pharmacy in full Pinhead gear and asked for something like a Band-Aid. That would be great. Pinhead's a nice bloke, but he does tend to get a bit narky if you get too close to him with a magnet. God damn it. TNG is your favorite Star Trek. It's technically mine too. I think DS9 is like technically better, but yeah, Next Generation is probably still my favorite. It's kind of a toss-up. Frank was hot in the beginning, and then the no skin. I want to do my niece thing. Yeah, not so hot anymore. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's talking about Star Trek Voyager. Fun fact, when I was getting into Star Trek shows, it took me 2 years to watch the whole TNG while I devoured DS9 in 2 weeks. Wow. Yeah, DS9 really kind of like made the Ferengi interesting. Oh, hi Hershey. You're actually not too late. I only what time is it? I've only been at this for about half an hour. Oh, it's taking me a half an hour to get 11 minutes into a video. That's not good. Damn it, I was almost caught up and now. Panzer Dragoon Saga 2, The Search for More Money. Wonder what causes the limit configuration to sort the victim from the Cenobite recruits? I don't know. Oh, I definitely disagree with you on Hellbound. I think it's possibly better than the first, but it just depends. How does it decide who to torture versus who to recruit? I would imagine maybe the Cenobites make that decision, or maybe, what do you call them? Their god. I suddenly can't remember. Oh well, we'll get to it. I have not seen Lower Decks. I'm not sure if it's for me based on what I've heard. Oh, you're gonna get a lot more Red Dwarf references when I get to the fourth movie. Somewhat partial towards the original Star Trek series, but I'm really enjoying Strange New Worlds, so that's cool. I mean, I've heard some good things about it. I'm a little iffy. I don't have Paramount Plus anyway, so I'd have to download it, and I'm too lazy. Favorite scene of Hellseeker wasn't even put into the final movie, only as a deleted scene. Yeah, I know which scene you're talking about. Definitely made it into my video, at least. In the original story, Larry, or in the story, Rory, wasn't related to Kirsty. Yep. You keep mentioning stuff I talk about at the end of the video. Actually, it's a good thing he's eating crickets, in the very least. Never let them into your home, and especially not near the fireplace. They'll siphon your luck. Okay. They make them fill out a questionnaire. Massey was chasing my foot when I was spinning around my computer chair. Oh, that's so cute. Oh. Oh, thank you, Artie. Demons to some, angels to others. Cam almost caught up. Leviathan, thank you. Frank really likes pasta and all that shirt. Red on his shirt's tomato sauce. Oh yeah, Deb agrees with me that Leviathan probably decides. I see Frank as being more of a beans guy. I meant that there's lower emotional stakes when Rory is just a guy. Yep. And again, that's the same thing I say about it at the end of this video. His shirt has really good blood-soaking fabric. Hellbound Heart is a great read and relatively short. I highly recommend it. Yeah, it's alright. The movie improved on it, but it's still pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go back to watching this.
It opens doors.
What kind of doors?
Doors to the pleasures of heaven or hell. I didn't care which. I thought I'd gone to the limits. I hadn't. The Cenobites gave me an experience beyond the limits. Pain and pleasure.
Fun fact, the actor who played Frank actually got dizzy while filming the scene where he was hung upside down and he threw up, which is why he looks so miserable.
Food talk
Naturally,
again.
they still used it since it was so effective. Hooks in the flesh. I feel the need to point out that this is 47 minutes into the movie and Pinhead still hasn't spoken. The worst part is that no matter how much he begged, they wouldn't stop that goddamn music box. So I think at this point Frank has already decided that he's going to kill Larry, but Julia isn't so far gone that she wants that to happen. Despite everything, she doesn't want Larry to die. So while Frank is trying to lure Larry upstairs, Julia is trying to keep him away from there. It turns out that Frank had left the room, but no one sees the rats nailed to the wall.
Oh. Poor little ratties.
Cue awkward love scene. Poor Larry, he's even bad in bed. Frank is looking like he's gonna kill Larry, but fortunately he backs off.
Oh, thank you, Red Spade. Burn, what a limited imagination.
I cannot explain why Larry is so slow to react to Julia screaming her head off and his eventual reaction to it. In the book, yes, this movie is based on a book. Larry was really drunk. In the movie, he isn't, so I guess he's just really clueless on top of everything else, or he has a one-track mind. I don't know, it's weird.
Would you?
Uh-oh.
Anyway, the next day, Larry is telling Kirsty about Julia's weird behavior and asks her to talk to Julia.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Julia's bringing home victim number 3.
I'm so envious of her
this
hair.
will end well.
Not hers, Kirsty's.
I don't know how she doesn't see Kirsty there. I guess Kirsty is further away than it seems. She's still in a field, though. Whatever. So it's hammer time once again, and
Hammer
Kirsty
time.
ventures into the house and upstairs to see what's going on.
Kirsty, it's Frank. It's Uncle Frank.
No.
You remember?
No.
You know, it's never specified or anything, but I get the distinct impression that there's a bad history between these two.
You've grown. You're beautiful.
Don't touch me.
Something about how the first words out of her mouth upon realizing who she's talking to is "don't touch me." Granted, he's all gross looking and she just saw him kill a guy, but I just get the feeling that there's more to it than that, especially considering some of the comments from Frank.
And he's so proud.
Feels like
don't
she
you?
said that before, maybe.
No! Give me that.
No.
I love how she says that, like a little kid who just learned what that word means. No!
Give me the box!
What in fucking happened?
In case you didn't notice, Kirsty is fucking awesome.
Oh, Kirsty's a badass.
So Kirsty passes out, wakes up in a hospital, and this is where things start to get symbolic, which I'll get to in a minute.
What about this? Ringing the bells? You are hanging onto it like grim death.
I don't remember.
So Kirsty is left alone in
was
the
a
room
bad
with the
edit.
box. And the way she plays with it is kind of suggestive. Also, there's a TV in the room that shows a flower opening up on a loop. A blossoming flower is commonly symbolic of a girl hitting puberty.
Which is a little icky now that
It's
I
always
think
a
of it.
bad
but-
sign when the box takes that shape.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the...
She explores the hallway she opened up.
I
A
almost forgot.
screaming baby is heard like in her
forgot
nightmare.
about this
I'm still
guy
not
that
sure what that
showed up.
symbolizes.
I almost
Babies
forgot
are a
about this guy
result
that
of
shows
sex,
up.
Maybe? I don't know. Oops, and all of a sudden she's not alone.
Run, Kirsty, run from the phallus monster!
Actually, I think his design is pretty cool, and it looks pretty good considering that this movie is fairly low budget.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I had a cold when I did some of the voice work in this. The bit where I said "run from the phallus monster," you can tell I sound congested. I always forget until I hear that bit.
Also, it's referred to in the Hellraiser wiki as the Engineer. Now, in the book, the Engineer was a particular Cenobite whose job it was to assign punishments. If that's what this thing does, she definitely needs to get the hell away.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh, that can't be good. A little over an hour into the movie and the Cenobites are finally here. Let's see. Chatterer. Pinhead. Butterball. And female.
Female.
Fun fact about female Cenobite. Her name in the credits was going to be Deep Throat, but I guess it wasn't allowed for some reason. Which is kind of silly considering some of the other material in this movie, but whatever. I am hereby calling her that from now on. She needs a descriptive name, just like the others, and not just be identified by her gender. Girl power and all that. Pinhead finally gets some dialogue.
The box. You opened it. We came.
And I love how simple and straightforward he is.
It is a means to summon us.
Who are you?
Explorers in the further regions of experience. Demons to some, angels to others.
He's not evil, he's not especially enjoying this, he just has a job to do.
He probably enjoys it a little.
You solved the box. We came. Now you must come with us. Taste our pleasures.
Just for fun, I'm going to do a running tally of how
vision.
many times Pinhead says the words suffer and flesh in this series.
Here we go. That visual of her.
Oh, no tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
And it begins.
Wait, wait.
No time for argument.
You've done this before, right?
Many, many times.
To a man called Frank Cotton.
Oh, yes.
He escaped you.
Nobody escapes us.
He did. I've seen him.
Impossible.
Kirsty makes a deal with the Cenobites.
Supposing he had escaped us, what has that to do with you?
I can lead you to him, and you can take him back instead of me.
I love that, by the way. Can you imagine if Nancy had said to Freddy, hey, take my drunk-ass mother instead of me, since she's the one who actually had a hand in killing you, and Freddy went,
Okay, bitch.
I forgot about that.
Kirsty is awesome.
I want to hear him confess himself. Then, maybe. But if you cheat us, we'll tear your soul apart.
This is only the beginning of how she will do whatever it takes to survive, and anyone who has to be sacrificed in the process is SOL. I mean, not so much here because Frank is clearly a scumbag and definitely deserves hell more than Kirsty, but, well, I will eventually get to my point in a later video. I just wanted to send up a flag here signifying that this is where it starts.
Glad I watched all of the movies before starting on this video, so I could keep an eye out for
Meanwhile, Larry comes home and Julia says she needs to show him
that
something.
progression of Kirsty's character.
That can't be good. I am ending part 1 here because the shit is about to really hit the fan. So if you haven't seen Hellraiser yet, here's your chance to check it out before the major spoilers happen. See you in part 2.
Okay, let me get caught up on the chat really quick. I'll try to be quick here. Is it at all rude to watch things sped up if you're short on time or want to get caught up, not doing so with the videos, but with the chat catch up? Oh, is it rude for you to watch it sped up? I mean, it's up to you to watch it however you want. Food talk again. I may have commented on that earlier. Frank looks like he had space bumps in his head burst. Are you gonna rewatch your Red Dwarf videos? I hadn't thought of it. Is that something you guys might want to see? They're short, so I could probably get a whole lot in at once. Like the first 2 seasons of TNG, the first 2 to 3 episodes of Lower Decks are rough. Okay. Oh, thank you, Artie. Oh, you guys are being very generous. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Something, 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 flesh, something, something, suffering. Yeah, that's another reason I'm glad I watched through the whole series before starting these videos, because I picked up on it. Wow, he sure says the word suffering and flesh a lot. I'm not sure which quote you were referring to, Red Spade. Oh well. Wish Julie remained a big bad after 2. She was so much fun to watch. So much ham and corn, yum. Yeah, she did turn out to be a great villain. Movie definitely improves on the novelette. I just love Clive Barker's twisted descriptive writing. Yeah. Hi, Siren Song. I think that's the first comment of yours I've seen. That was a very awkward sex scene, yeah. I guess that must have been what Siren Song was laughing at. Jealous of Uncle Frank's hair. Larry just has idiot husband in a horror movie syndrome. Yeah, I suppose. I agree. I wish Julia would have stayed on for more movies. She was afraid of being typecast. She should have been afraid of being unemployed. I mean, that's fair, though. She didn't want to keep playing the same character. It's understandable. I wonder if Frank tastes like sriracha. Yeah, Kirsty is the best final girl, in my opinion. So what's in the box? Why are all dirtbag uncles in movies always called Frank? Yeah, I've noticed that before. It's not just movies either, like Rimmer's uncle was named Frank. Rimmer's uncle who molested him, by the way. And there's the Uncle Frank in Home Alone. He wasn't perverted, but he was an asshole. Yeah, uncles named Frank are always terrible. I don't know what that's all about. Always found the behavior of these doctors super sus. Really? Agree with me about Kirsty and Frank's history, yeah. I don't think the lady who played Kirsty was in her 30s. Come on. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Does have a tonal change after she passes out. Well spotted. Yeah, that was probably like, I don't remember if I said that in the video, but I suspect that was like, hell, the portal to hell was already opening up or something. Oh, Isle of Film. Thank you. Can't be there live, unfortunately, but wanted to thank you for your great, honest, entertaining reviews. Love them for years now. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not sure how much that is in dollars, but it's fine. Anything is appreciated. Damn it, I got behind again. Oh, there it is. Jesus slept. Pinhead is Switzerland. Just part of the daily grind for Pinhead. Dum-de-dum. Barker isn't really all that fond of the name Pinhead. He personally prefers the name Hell Priest. Yeah. Oh, hi, Green Fred. Hello back at ya. I can't remember if you talked about this in the Hellbound review, but does it ever explain why they came for Kirsty compared to Tiffany? Both girls had no idea what the box is inside of a puzzle. Outside of a puzzle. I mean, Kirsty knew what it was. Oh, well, the difference is that Tiffany was being made to solve the puzzle by I can't think of his name, the doctor. Don't tear Soul apart. Soul's fine. He's not anymore. He was now he's headbutting me. Hey baby boy, you wanna be in this dream, Soul? You wanna be in this dream? Oh god, he's so heavy. Oh, he purring. Oh, who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? He was asleep in Tara's bed till a little while ago. Oh, he's actually purring. Both cats. Well, Soul's kind of okay with being picked up. I don't think he especially likes it. Oh my god, you're so sweet. He's purring. Oh. Would have liked that ending in Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, that would have been an interesting twist. Hi, Alexander. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. Here you guys. I'm paying the cat tax. Hope there were a lot of sick bags when this movie was pitched. It is pretty gross, especially the bit with the maggots later on. Okay. Ah. Okay. Well, see, this is why I've given myself like 5 hours to watch 3 hours of content. Give or take. Oh, thank you, Old Fiero. I think I was busy holding Soul when that one came in. These videos got me into Hellraiser. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Oh, and hi, Mustard Fueled Vengeance. I love your name. Is that something you guys would like to see? You even had to ask me that question. Well, I was asking everybody else, Special Iron. I think for you it goes without saying. Definitely like to see Red Dwarf, a rewatch of the Red Dwarf videos too. Yeah, that might be fun. That might be something to do in the future. Hopefully with this new format I'm using where the content I'm watching is a little bit smaller, hopefully copyright won't catch it. Excuse me. So yeah, the reason why some of my videos I don't watch is because, you know, I normally use the same format I use for doing Let's Plays, where my picture is just in the corner of the screen and the rest of the screen is the thing I'm watching. But, you know, when I've done that in the past, I think I watched, God, didn't I stream watching the Evil Dead movies? That video actually got claimed, which is so stupid. So yeah, I'm hoping if I make it smaller on the screen, it won't get claimed. So we'll just have to see how it goes with this stream. I'm guessing, considering why you stopped, you would be far less likely to react to your old My Little Pony videos. Yeah, I don't even know if I like those so much in retrospect. I'll occasionally go back and watch one and I'll be like, eh. I don't know, though. Maybe sometime I could do that. Did you miss anything, Red Rally? Well, you missed part one of my Hellraiser video. It wasn't until I saw this review the first time I realized Julia is also Headmistress Cackle in the new Worst Witch. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've seen her in anything else. Take that, all Franks out there. I was just about to comment about Uncle Frank from Home Alone. Yeah. Is Pinhead the best designed Cenobite of them all? Possibly. I'm sure I talk about it at the end of this one. I know I always talk about the Cenobites' designs, so. According to my screen, you have 38 watchers now. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's about the amount I got when I was playing streaming Silent Hill games, so. Yeah, that's pretty good for me. Except maybe Frank Castle. Is he even an uncle? Oh, the hospital scene with Pinhead and Scrubs. That was 2. Did I know about that when I did that video? I can't remember if I mentioned it. I might have. I might have mentioned it. I wanted to comment about Frank Stallone, but it seems too vague. Other than Norm Macdonald references. Yeah, I don't think I know that name. You ever see the movie Final Girls, where a girl and her friends are plunged into the reality of a slasher film movie her deceased Scream Queen mother was in? Excuse me. I've heard of that. I have not seen it. The story of Rimmer's first French kiss was a bit of a shocker. Yeah, that was... Child molestation being played for laughs. Oh, Red Dwarf. Oh, so 5, whatever that is, currently $5.11. Okay. Nearly equal in value. I'll keep that in mind. Dr. Chenard, thank you. And now I'm at the point where Soul was on camera. If I were given the lame ant configuration, I'd have to Google the puzzle solution. Yes, Soul is cute. Soul will never let them tear you apart. So Dina is a Stray fangirl. I'm not a fangirl yet because I haven't had a chance to play it, but it does look really good. I want to play it, but I don't feel like I should be spending money on a game right now. I thought about it, but since I'm asking for money to pay for rent, I thought it'd be kind of tacky if I spent some of that money on a video game. Maybe if the price goes down or things get better. You love Soul, he's so cute, thank you. And you have 2 cats? That's awesome. Yeah, I have 2 as well, if you didn't know. Soul and Tara. Tara's a little tiny black one. Oh, you guys thought his purring was loud? I guess he was close to the mic. I thought he was purring fairly softly. Stray is a lovely game, by the way. Yeah, I can imagine. I watched Jackson Galaxy play it. That was fun. Pff, like 5 hours will be enough. I know. Who's that rubbing on me? Oh, hi, So. You want to be in a stream again? He's like, hell no. He's like, hell no. I just want to stick my face in your shoes. I love Soul. He's such a goofball. Everyone has a tuxedo cat. They are everywhere the past 10 years. Why am I the only one who's noticed? I guess they are very common. What is the ranking of those movies? You mean the Hellraiser movies? Oh boy. I don't know. That might be an interesting video to make though. Every time I see Uncle Frank without skin, I want to dip some toast into him. Ew. Oh, I bet you wish chat had a pause button. No, because I'd still have to read it all. Copyright algorithm, the lesser known Cenobite. Oh, what would that look like? Was Evil Dead the one with the rapey tree? Yeah. Yeah, actually, so far that's the only time I've actually put like a content warning in a video. I'm like, because that scene is a lot. I can imagine it upsetting people. I don't normally put content warnings because I talk about horror movies anyway, and I figure certain things are a given. But yeah, that rape bit was kind of a lot. I don't know if I'd quite call it graphic, but it's shocking at least. Oh no, you have an Uncle Frank? I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm sure your Uncle Frank is fine. I'm sure he's a good guy. Maybe you're onto something with these watch parties. They also tend to generate quite a lot of comments. That's true. Love a good watch party. I'm partial to Rolex myself. God damn it, Red Spade. Sounds like a joke that Larry would make. What I like the most about your Film Den and Game Den videos is especially the part at the end when you talk about symbolism and designs, and it got me to appreciate Silent Hill. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I kind of borrowed my format from Doug Walker. Where I just kind of talk about the movie as the movie goes on, and then at the end I have my thoughts. I don't know if that's really the best way to do it, but I'm so used to it now, I don't think I can change. Any thoughts about the Netflix Resident Evil series? I have not watched it yet. Oh, that's the Euro symbol. Thank you, Red Rally. I'm an ignorant American. I don't know anything outside of dollars. I also happen to know yen because I've watched some anime, but that's it. I guess I know pounds too. PlayStation Plus Premium has a trial, and Stray is one of the games you can play with it. Oh, that's cool. Slowly turning into the Soul Razor stream. Soul Razor. I didn't notice any purring noises personally, though I've had to tune out a lot of stray noises due to my fan. Yeah, tuxedo cats are cute. Tuxedo Cat sounds like a shonen manga. It does, kinda. Massey tried to purr once. It sounded like a lawnmower with 300 stones stuck inside of it. If you rank Hellraiser films, you could also do rankings / tier lists for other series you've gone in depth on. That's true. Hey, Oblivious, you made it! You're about an hour late, but since this stream is supposed to be at least 4 hours, you didn't miss too much. I've actually only watched one video, so... Oh yeah, he didn't flop in this time. He must be a little more alert than usual. I remember seeing Evil Dead and that tree thing was too much. Yeah, it was a lot. Love watching you play Silent Hill 2. It's one of my favorite games. Yeah, it's a good one. Oh, I meant to tell you guys something. Do I have it? Look what I got out of storage. Hang on, let me make it so I can see myself in real time. Look at what I got out of storage. It's backwards, but you can tell what it is. I got Silent Hill 3. I also have Silent Hill 4, which is not as good of news, but, you know, if I need something to stream, I've got Silent Hill 4 now, and of course, Silent Hill 3 I would do first. God, one of these days I'll get caught up with the chat. I keep getting really close and then I get sidetracked. Speaking of foreign currencies, I love that India uses rupees. Yeah, that's funny. I love that rupees actually exists as a currency. Symbolism. Speaking of dollars, if you want to feel better about the money you have, convert it to Vietnamese. I don't know what that symbol means. Vietnamese currency. We'll tear your soul apart. Oh my god. Artie wins the internet. I can't believe I didn't think of that myself. There we go. That's one caffeinated beverage down. I'm gonna probably drink another one in an hour. We'll see though. I might not need to. Oh, you're leaving already, Hershey? Okay. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not sure which Lisa you're referring to, Sod, the character in Silent Hill, but I don't know what... Never sell those, nope. I'm keeping all my Silent Hill games, even Homecoming. 3 Lily Tonellis. Silent Hill 3 and 4 are good also, yeah. Any opinions changed on Silent Hill 3 or 4 since you did their Game Den episodes? Not really. If I were to do Silent Hill 4 now, I would probably point out that it's kind of weird that... I don't even know how to explain it briefly. Never mind. It's a little weird. I guess it's a little weird that one of the bonuses is that the women get skimpy outfits when the game seems to also be saying that hurting women is a special kind of evil. It's like they have that and then they turn around and objectify them. That's more of an addition than than a change of mind. I think I thought about saying that in the video and then I decided not to. Yeah, I love Silent Hill 3. God, that first level's a bitch. That's going to be interesting to stream. No one uses Gil or Misadas, though. Daddy Milkers was better. It's debatable. Did you think the 5th time Konami make rumors about a new Silent Hill game this time it will not be a disappointment? I'll believe it when I see it. Konami has made it clear they don't want to make real video games anymore. Yeah, pretty much. Hi, Malachi. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to try to get back to watching these videos pretty soon. Reminds me of when your Halloween cosplay when you were wearing your tack belt. Yeah. Yeah, for anyone who wasn't there, I cosplayed as Cat from Red Dwarf, and I had the cat belt, but it spelled tack because the image was mirrored. Speaking of Silent Hill, one of the streamers I watched played Silent Hill 2 for the first time. Not only was that fun, but he dodged a bullet and played the original and not the HD one. Or the original and the HD one? I'm not sure if that was what you meant to say. Excuse me. Oh, sorry to hear about your connection, Isaiah. I hope it gets better. Excuse me, jeez, heartburn. Thought I had breakfast early enough that it wasn't gonna give me heartburn during the stream, but... How long can we discuss Silent Hill 4 without mentioning the Walter theory? God damn it. Hello, my name is Rita Tico. Can I come in, please? Oops. Unless they're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tie-in that come up as often as a competent and likable politician. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Okay, let me get back to watching these fucking videos. Oh, yeah. Something I didn't catch when I made this video.
Frank apparently has skin again. You can't see his face, but with the band-aid on the hand in the previous scene,
I'll point it out when you can see it.
It's not too hard to figure out that he's wearing Larry's skin.
Somehow never caught this until somebody pointed it out in the comments section.
Kirsty shows up, and I get that Frank might not do a perfect job of attaching the skin, but the makeup department did a little too good.
Larry has brown eyes now. He had blue originally, because those are Frank's eyes. So that was a great detail that I somehow never caught until fairly recently.
Job showing that. These are not normal injuries. There is literally skin hanging from along his hairline. Yeah. How does Kirsty not seem to notice this?
Also, your dad's eyes are the wrong color.
Trying to kill you. It's gonna kill you.
No, wait. Whatever Frank did was unspeakable. Unspeakable.
Oh my god, these two.
I have to say that I love Andrew Robinson as Frank.
That was basically foreplay right there.
Fine, but he really shines as an evil character. I'm sorry, but I think Andrew Robinson plays a better Frank than the guy who played Frank in the rest of the movie. No offense toward that guy, but Andrew Robinson just really knocks that performance out of the park.
Baby.
Oh, thank you, Red Rally.
I had to put him out of his misery. Jesus, what a scene.
Oh, 200 something.
Seriously,
I'm not
Kirsty,
sure how much
there
that
is
is.
Skin hanging like
but thank
halfway
you.
down his forehead. Get a fucking clue.
Please, and try to make them understand.
Anyway, Kirsty doesn't believe what she's hearing.
That was
and
a bad
demands to
edit
see
there.
Frank's body.
Since then, I try to make it a more of an effort to not cut somebody off mid-word or mid-sentence. I guess since I'm paused, I'll go ahead and get caught up on the chat really quick. He was debating getting a copy of the HD version, but at the last minute snagged a copy of the original. Oh, that's good. Oh, her name was originally... Rita Tickle's name was originally Tess. Tess Tickle. Oh, God. Let me smudge you with some barbecue sauce, Julia. Hi, Caravaggio. I don't think I saw you commenting before. Never noticed the eyes until just now. My mind is blown. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't catch that. He has fairly big eyes, too. He turned his brown eyes blue. Isn't there a song about that? Oh, $8 or so. Yeah, I figured it was probably something like that. Oh no, copyright audio! Shit, are you guys able to see? Are you guys still able to see the stream? Oh no.